In today's episode of HearthCraft, episode number 17, can we just say real quick, actually, I just realized, 17 episodes, pat on the back and everything. We've been doing the series for a while, but in today's episode, we're going to be working on quite a bit. I got a lot planned. Last episode, if you guys are brand new, we did this over here, and if you guys are brand new, this is you, Mike Tooth Rate. Welcome. Glad you guys are here. But we built up this bad boy, which took a very long time. It turned out pretty darn cool, though. I'm happy with it. I think it looks great. And what I promised you guys in the next episode to do was over here. You might recognize that being as Eye of Cthulhu. For those of you who have played Terraria before, we're going to be going ahead and building up this entire landscaping this entire landscape. If you guys do like this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, because I do put a lot of effort into this. This is HearthCraft-sized projects that I'm building, except I'm building it with only 2,000 subscribers, which I appreciate you guys. But yeah, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. So if you guys are brand new and you do like this, make sure to subscribe. Yeah. Over here, though, we got Terraria land, which right now is just a couple of trees and Eye of Cthulhu. But the way we're going to actually be building Terraria land, for those of you guys, if you haven't missed the last episode I think it was in, we talked about the landscaping that we're going to be doing, maybe a couple episodes ago. Basically, these are Terraria trees, which Terraria trees are very unique in it that they go straight up and down. And in the Terraria biome, there are actually 3 different types of biomes I want to build. There's the hollow, which is this kind of nice, like light blue texture you'll see from this picture right here. Then we've got just the regular biome, which this is where the majority of the Terraria world is like. Nice grass and nice trees as well. And then we got the corruption area, which has this purple hue, this purple kind of look to it that makes it look a lot, very, very dead, I guess you could say. And so in today's video, you can see right here, we're trying to simulate this. This is what we've been working on, just design implements and stuff. We've got a nice red Terraria tree with, I think this is called the Nylium. I've been thinking about this, right? And one thing I don't want to see in the Nylium world is that when we start building up hills and stuff, we don't want to see this red netherrack. So what I've actually been thinking about doing in that is if we get warped, where is it? Warp blocks along with this, we can actually put these on the sides, and that way it covers up that disgusting red that we don't want. Then over here with the normal world, we don't really have to worry about that because it's just grass and dirt, and that looks kind of natural. But over here, I've also been trying to brainstorm what we could do for mycelium, because if we build up mycelium right here, you can still see the dirt texture. And on further inspection, actually with the mycelium in the corruption world, one thing we don't have to worry about is that it looks like it is dirt and the purple kind of hue on top. So now we're going to go ahead and try to build a tree, which I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this real quick. So each biome typically has a unique tree like this. We'll be exchanging these colors also with, pink, purple, whatever concrete colors, just to make it kind of pop out. But for this tree right here, the corruption trees are always very dead looking. So I was thinking what we could do, right, is we could use acacia log to get a trunk. But then once we get that, we can't actually use any planks or anything like that. If we look at our planks, none of these colors match. So I've been thinking about using andesite. And you can see right here when using it, it doesn't look as good as tree branches. It may be that we just use it just 1 block out, because 1 block out looks pretty darn good. But the way we can texture up this tree, because I do have this purple hue, is by actually using 2 blocks. Obviously, we're going to be using something that's purple. We're going to be using purple wool, and we're going to be using purple concrete powder. And from there, you can see we're just incorporating kind of the cross that we did for this one right here. So if we look at this build, the leaves, we do a little cross, then a bigger cross, and then a little cross right there. We're kind of doing the exact same thing to make the canopy, and then replacing some blocks with concrete powder and whatnot. And this actually creates a really nice looking corruption tree. Maybe we could even get some carpet, with purple carpet, and lay these on top right there for a bit of texture differentiation, stuff like that. And I think that looks pretty good. So now that we've got all 3 of these trees, right, I just wanted to kind of show you guys where my ideas were going. There is one last thing I actually do want to implement, and that is actually foliage, because with the landscape typically comes some sort of foliage. Right here you can see all I've simply done is use nether sprouts to make this sort of grass in the hollow. That looks pretty darn good. We might add some more texture to that. We also added some cayenne concrete powder just because it adds a little bit of texture. Over here, I've been very creative with this. So in the corruption land, you can't actually get purple. It's kind of like this purple grass that we got. So instead, we'll be using these guys. We'll be using dead coral, and along the bases of the trees, if we added some coarse stork, it actually typically looks pretty good. If we add some wither roses or something like that around it, and you can see right there already that the biome is already starting to pop to life a little bit more. It looks a little bit more dead and corrupted. And then over here, super easy. We literally just use grass in the regular biome because the regular biome is regular. So by just using some bone meal and getting some other pretty flowers and stuff every once in a while, we could have that. But now that we've got that all covered, you guys know what my plan is. We're going to go ahead and jump into a third-person time-lapse. It's going to take me a very long time, but we've got the general idea. We've got the biomes. Let me show you one last thing just real quickly on actually how I'm going to format this. And the way we're going to format that is you can see right there, we've got a dirt line kind of going right there, separating this, and then another dirt line over there. We're going to separate it into 3 biomes. So this middle one right here is going to be just kind of the regular plains biome. Over there, we're probably going to have corruption, and then over here, we might have to do a little bit of deforestation, which is all right. But over here is where we're going to have the hollow. And we're just going to start building this up. It's going to, I can already say I'm going to regret this in the long run, because this is a lot of work. I mean, doing that was a lot of work. Now we're doing 3 biomes all at once. But with that said, I've prolonged long enough, and I've explained my ideas to you guys. I think it's time for me just to work and get this all done. Yeah, let's do a lot of landscaping. And I was totally ready to jump into a time lapse, but I have like no resources at all, so it's time to get a resource grind, and then we'll jump into I guess we're just gonna jump into a time lapse of me getting resources and doing this. So let's go ahead and do that. What's up, Mr. Skeleton? Talk about a lot of work. Wow, that took a lot of work. I don't even know what to say about it. If we walk over here, you can see we have now got the crimson. We've got the natural forest along with the hollow over there. It was one thing, you know, to talk about it and see kind of the idea. It's another thing entirely to see the entire thing. Yeah, if we fly in from a distance, you guys can see just how absolutely insane this is. This was a lot of work. So many hours came in, and that's why this episode may or may not be late. I'm not sure if it will be just yet, but look at this. The crimson over here. The crimson? The corruption. That's what it's called, the corruption. One feature that I'm really happy I added is actually these wither roses. And the actual corruption, for those of you guys who don't play Terraria, when you're running around, there's these kind of like thorn-like bushes that hit you as you run across. And so to kind of emulate that, simulate that, it's kind of like the wither rose. You walk through and you might accidentally get hit by them. And it also just added a bunch of detail too. But look at this. This is insane. I've created 3 custom biomes in one Minecraft video. I'm blown away that I did this. I went so extensive with it too. You can even see over there like a little bit of corruption on the island over there, even though this is just mycelium, I don't know what it's called. I don't know. But yeah, starting off with the first forest, we made this bad boy. Ooh, and little features I added too is I actually did add bushes and a bunch of dead coral for texturing the ground. And then over here we made the natural forest, which was probably one of my most favorite to build, just because it was, oh no, spider. It was just super simple to build. It wasn't like, I don't know. It felt Minecrafty as I was building it up, and it looked really good. I mean, they all look insanely good. Just look at the materials that I use, guys. It's insane. Over here, you can see just all these shulker boxes. These were all 100% full, and I had to fill some of them up again. Like, oh, it took so long. There's a shulker box over there. Oh my gosh, it just took so much work, but it looks cool. Yeah, you run through this thing, and it looks absolutely mad. There's Eye of Cthulhu right above us. For the texturing of the floor of this, I just did mostly grass, flowers, and whatnot. And then we've got the hollow, probably the most colorful, bright forest with the bright blue ground, and this just is insane. This one, I just recently did. I literally did 10 minutes ago, and it took many hours for all of this. But you can see I used nether sprouts to texture up the ground, make it look like we got blue grass, because that's what it's like in the actual thing. In the actual thing, don't want that there. We've got actual blue flowers in the actual Terraria world, and stuff like that. We couldn't do that, but we could do the grass. And then the trees are just so colorful. Look at this. My favorite, I like each one individually. I kind of gave them a unique design. You can see the blue has that kind of like spire right there. The yellow, it's like 3 blocks tall. Red is just 2 blocks tall. I am absolutely in love with this though. Let's give it another aerial view. Yeah, and probably the best place to view it is on this Tetris block right here. Look at that. That was so much work. It's so awesome. I'm really, really happy with it. I hope you guys are too. Uh-oh, Creeper and the zombie are going on a date. Oh no, the zombie's trying to give the Creeper a little bit of string. Proposing with a string ring? I don't know. What am I saying? I'm so tired. But look at this. The coolest part is too about this whole thing, right? Is that it's not over yet. We're completing Terraria land today in this episode. That's why it might be releasing a little bit late, because even though I'm recording this clip now, we've still got 2 more bosses I want to introduce. We'll put one boss right there in the corruption land, one boss over there. I wonder if you guys can guess what they are based on... They're actually not biome according. I mean, the one boss I'm doing over here will be according to this biome, so you might know who that is. But then over here, we're going to build another one, and I've actually got some really cool ideas. I haven't even built them up yet, one of them yet. But I think that's what we're going to do, is we're just going to jump into a time lapse of me actually doing this, of me actually building this. The last 2 bosses for Terraria land. I have Cthulhu. You look a little lonely there. We're going to get you some friends, but when you guys get this world downloaded and you're able to walk around, I'm also going to convert this eventually into a parkour map too, my entire world, so just wait for that. That will be so cool. I'm so happy with it. I am. You can't see it. You don't even know what my face looks like, but I'm beaming a big old smile right now because this, like, just look at... It's just awesome. I did unfortunately have to sacrifice a sugarcane, which they will be missed, but it turned out so cool. With that said, let's jump into a 3rd-person time-lapse again of last 2 bosses being built in Terraria land. So before we show the final product, which, I mean, I guess you guys kind of already did see, because, I mean, we did just do time lapse. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. My words don't work anymore when I do very long builds, so I do apologize for that. But first I want to show you guys something really strange. When I was going through my Nether Portal to get some crimson buttons, because I needed crimson buttons for... What did I need it for? Oh yeah, for the Crown of King Slime. I noticed something really strange in my nether. So I was going down, right, because I go down this ladder. My nether portal, for those of you new, is built on the top of the roof, and so I have to go down here to get to the crimson wood, which the crimson wood is due this way, whatever way that is, I don't know. But I noticed something while I was walking on my pathway, right? First of all, I saw this random torch, and I was like, what the heck there? Oh wait, no, I went the wrong way. I don't know why that torch is there. That's something new too. That literally wasn't there just the other day, and I'm like the only one that's ever on this server anymore. But there it is. Okay, you guys see that nether portal, right? I did not put that there. I don't build random sketchy nether portals floating in the sky, and I noticed this, so I decided to go through. Well, after I defeat this ghast. Ah! Gosh dang. And when I came through, I just came into a bunch of water, which I was like, okay, this is really odd. Let me get my torches out. I have no idea who did this. Okay, I'm still very confused. And I started looking around, and what I ended up noticing was this right here. It's kind of like a stairway. And if we go up the stairway, yeah, there's a random netherrack with flint fire on it. This random part that's kind of dug out, it looks like. It doesn't look natural. I'm really confused about this still. I have no idea who's been up to what. But when I started swimming up here, right, there's another netherrack with fire on it to kind of light up the way. So when we get to the top, we have to swim through this little gap, and then up here, through the ocean, you appear right next to my world, which I have no idea what that's all about. I thought I should show you guys that because I thought it was just really strange. I don't know why I showed it now, because now it just seems like someone randomly... Why do they have a portal that goes to the bottom of my ocean? Anyways, let's go ahead and actually show off what we just built now. We've got the Devourer of Worlds, or the Corruption Beast. What is it called? Actually, I gotta look it up because I'm not totally sure off the top of my head. Okay, so yeah, it is called Devourer. I guess just Devourer in the Corruption biome. We've got him here, and I am so proud of him. One really cool feature that I'm really liking too, right? if we start to fly in, you'll notice eventually something pops in, right? We got the eyes, and then we get a little bit closer, and then all of a sudden these banners pop in, which I totally did those banners. No, I did them right. Yeah, and so these are like, so that when you get closer, you kind of get this more detailed eye. You can see how it looks like actual eyeballs on top of the on top of the Devour. But when you're farther away, it kind of, the banners don't render in. And this, we have the walls and the white concrete to kind of look like more, I guess, minor details when you're farther away, if that makes sense. Man, my words are really jumbled today. I'm not like being a good YouTuber at all today. But one thing I really like, the biggest detail I love about this Devourer is its mouth. So in the actual Terraria game, it's 2D, and you don't get to see what the inside of its mouth looks like because it's 2D. And so I got to create this from just whatever I wanted to, and I think this looks really cool using the mushroom blocks and the white stained glass is like teeth almost. This is its mouth opening up at the very top, and it looks really gross. It looks like a worm mouth almost, but I thought that was pretty cool. So there was that boss, and we got that finished, and it was looking absolutely amazing. There's Eye of Cthulhu, like we built a long time ago. And then we got King Slime over here as well. If I land on one of these beautifully made trees, we got King Slime, and you can see he has a little bit of a slime trail as he's jumping. But there is still one more detail I actually want to add to this because it's not totally finished yet. In the original slime in Terraria, you can see by this picture, by the way, there's kind of this, there's like an armor. It looks like there's almost a man inside, and it's called ninja armor. And so we're going to be adding some sort of detail like that. And the way I thought that might be a good idea to do is we have this armor stand, right, with my netherite chestplate that I never use, along with, I think this was Sir Yo-Meister. Yeah, so this was my original wig from when we did like the weird trial video. Let me go ahead, add a few dye in there to make it a little bit more black. So we're going to actually add this. We're going to put it to some use, and we're going to add some armor in this armor stand inside the thing so that it looks like there's ninja armor inside, which I think would be so cool. So let's dye that. We got that right there. That looks pretty darn good. We'll take this armor stand too. I'll think of something to fill that spot eventually, maybe. But let's go ahead and put this inside the giant slime, which you'll be able to see through because it is made of glass blocks. Okay, so we'll get the armor stand. We'll place that down, and then we'll get all this stuff. We got the pants, this chest plate, and my helmet as well, Sir Yo-Meister, and then we'll go ahead and tunnel up out of here, and we'll see what it looks like. Where's this extra glass block go? That's not good. We'll fly away real quick, and we'll stand on this tree, see what it looks like. And yeah, I think oh man, you can't really tell because of the rain, because the rain makes the video quality look a little worse. But I think it actually looks pretty darn good. I'm pretty happy with it. If we fly up, let's go ahead and sit on the Tetris block that we always sit on. Yeah, you can sort of see it. Yeah, you can see the armor through it, and I think that's a cool feature. Just a little bit of an Easter egg to this all, but this is Terraria land pretty much finished. Oh my gosh, I do apologize for the rain too. Why did the rain have to come? It always rains on HearthCraft. I don't know why. Yeah, we got Terraria land actually finished. You can see the Devourer over there in the corner. Eye of Cthulhu. If we fly around, get an aerial view of this place, looks so awesome. Yeah, we can fly on in with our elytra, and you can see the 3 forests that I built in today's video. This is the most mega episode I think I've ever actually done. I put a lot of time, and it was so much fun. Maybe the first episode too, because I had literally no items and tools to work with, and building that piranha plant took a lot of time. But you can see that it looks pretty good. I am very happy with it. I love the corruption forest. I love the way each of them turned out. It was really scary because I was doing it on a very small scale. You know, I'd only built those trees that I showed you guys in the very beginning of the video in my building tutorial. I hadn't done it on this grand of a size, and so I wasn't 100% sure on how it would look, how it would all turn out. But I think the end result is just amazing. One detail I might still add, I don't know if I will or not, is the Devourer. I kind of want some dirt exploding outwards maybe, just because he's like erupting out of the earth. I'm not sure about that. I don't know. But yeah, you can see we got all the land behind Mario Land pretty much filled out. I wonder what we could do right there if we do anything. We might not. We might just leave that as a regular land. I don't know. But yeah, Terraria Land is done in a couple episodes. Man, if I had been working this hard on all of these, maybe I could have gotten every single video game into the world. So that is pretty much the end of the video, though. I would do more, but I'm tired. I'm tired. So my question for you guys, though, is, right, what do you guys, because you guys give me some good Easter eggs and stuff. We're doing Easter eggs in the Tetris Land over here. This is Portal from the video game Portal. And my next episode, I want to work on that a lot more getting video games and stuff that you guys recommend. So I will be looking through the comments for that. If you guys want to comment down below any games you think would be cool to put in Tetris Land. And what else do you want to see? I'm thinking about completing Tetris Land next episode too. Getting this wall finished and maybe finishing up Mario Land as well, just by adding a lot more trees and a lot more life. Maybe a few more of these towers or whatnot. Oh, that just looks so cool. That looks so amazing. I'm so happy with it. But yeah, this is basically it for this episode. We got an entire forest. It looks absolutely insane. All these mobs still spawn underneath Eye of Cthulhu because he's so big that he blots out the rain and the sun, which is okay. I had a creeper over here explode earlier, and I had to patch this up, and that was so annoying. Anyways, that's the end of HearthCraft episode number... What was it? Well, I don't even remember which one we're on. Were we on episode 17? I think so. I think that sounds right. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe because I put a lot of work into this. And I even got an arrow literally in my eye. Look at that. I got an arrow in my eye just to record this series, just for you guys. We got a lot done. I'm really proud of it. Once you guys get the world download eventually, you'll be able to see how massive this really is. Because, you know, seeing on video is always something different compared to seeing it actually in person. But, yeah, I guess I hope you guys enjoyed. It was a crazy episode. It was a fun one. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Comment down below comments because I like to hear you guys comment as usual. And I'll see you in the next one. Enjoy life. Enjoy Minecraft. And I'll see you soon. Ciao.